Iran's supreme leader has ruled out talks with Washington after President Trump blamed Tehran for a crippling attack on Saudi Arabia's oil facilities. RT correspondent Sayeh has been following the story, and she's joining us with the latest developments on this. Sayeh?
Manila, after a summer of escalation between the U.S. and Iran, the past few weeks seemed almost civilized between the two countries, especially with John Bolton's departure. Many speculated that a dialogue was a possibility. President Trump was even openly suggesting that he would meet with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani, which would have been the first time between the U.S. and Iranian leaders would meet since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. But just as quickly, everything seemed to change with an attack on a critical Saudi oil facility over the weekend that temporarily knocked out about 5% of the global oil supply. And now President Trump has publicly announced that it looked like Iran was behind the strike at the heart of the Saudi oil industry, but stressed that he did not want to go to war. But as for the message, there was little to go on as of yesterday other than allegations from parties with vested interests, none of whom have complete credibility. Trump officials blaming Iran. Then President Trump says it looks like Iran, but still investigating. Saudi Arabia says not sure, but the weapons were Iranian. Iran denies blame, and Yemen's Houthi rebels, who are aligned with Iran, take responsibility, but it seems no one believes them. And now Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei has announced that there would be no diplomatic talks with the U.S. at any level.
There will be neither unilateral nor trilateral talks. If America takes back its words and if it repents and returns to the nuclear deal that it violated and became one of the parties to the deal, then in the company of other participating countries that are holding talks with Iran. The U.S. can also participate to hold talks. Otherwise, there will be no talks at any level between Iranian officials and Americans, neither in New York nor anywhere else.
Now, the remarks were apparently meant to end all speculation about a possible U.S.-Iran meeting between the two countries' presidents at the United Nations General Assembly next week. Now, President Trump had voiced his willingness to talk with Iran on several occasions, but Iranian officials have demanded that sanctions be lifted first, as the sanctions Washington imposed on Iran have crippled Iran's oil exports and much of its economy, sending inflation as high as 50% this year. But previous U.S. offers of talks without preconditions were sharply withdrawn in the wake of the attack on the Saudi oil facilities. Now, with Trump writing on Twitter that previous reports on the matter were incorrect. So as of right now, it seems diplomacy is going nowhere between the two countries, as the Iranians have made it clear that the price for talks is lifting all sanctions. Manila, back to you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.